burst comes through, the Hui burst comes through, something like a Gangplank is going to be in a lot of trouble. My biggest issue, though, with Kwangdong Freecs' comp is the only way you can catch this Zeri. Has a good early game, already has his Merc Treads picked up here now as well, and is just going to continue to put that pressure on, grab the tier there as well, so he can start stacking up mana to be even more annoying later on this little Yordle.
And having a look back towards that top lane, that Sheen looks to be doing work there as Dudu is looking a little bit worse for wear. That is going to be Drake traded for.
Straight up from Gatling Gun and Harass is something that really only Chovy has been able to do so far this LCK on the pick.
Yep.
It's beautiful to watch. I mean, Bulldog's a great mid laner in his own right, but Chovy is just owning him.
And this was a pick that we saw a lot of mid laners actually find a lot of value in. As Chovy's just, standing his ground and doing shooting, but he might be in trouble here as the ulti's going to go wide, but that's only because of the flash. Nicely played there from Bulldog as Pace is ulting here on this bottom side as well. Now Lehens, can he actually catch up and keep them in position as the Glacial Prison goes a little bit wide? We're going to head back towards its bottom lane as Lehens is lit on fire. And now, here in the mid lane, a slowdown, Cannon Barrage, there's the turn, Canyon looks for the Permafrost and gets it! Cuz wants to be able to possess the Sejuani though, and is going to be able to do it. It's a 1-for-1 in mid, first blood going to Gen.G.
Yeah, Gen.G picking up the first kill, but
Canyon doesn't have a Krug camp to head towards.
like, Dudu can't play the game. Like, look at Dudu, he's like, I can't play the game, I can't do it, I don't know where they are. Canyon's on the other team.
This is as much playing the game as he's allowed to do at this point in time.
He's like, I can't back, I can't farm, I can't do anything.
Wait. Is it even, like, he had to just slice to get into experience range, I'm pretty sure, as Teleport is going to come in. And Gen.G, they're looking for the dive. Arcassault is going to connect here onto Dudu. Cannon Barrage comes on through as well. And Chovy, after teleporting in, is going to be able to help grab that kill as well. And Keen, he wants even more. Trial by Fire comes down, lights Bulldog on fire, and there's nothing he can do. Double kill for the Gangplank. And it makes me feel like already the Gangplank's completely out of control.
It's out of control. It is now, and it was already a problem. The Renekton into GP matchup, if you make a mistake as the GP, the Renekton can get ahead and run you down, but usually you need jungle help. As Cuz, I don't know about this.
Well, let's see whether he can get this one done as Keen's going to eat some oranges and has to flash to get out of the Heartbreaker. Very nicely done. Is he out of the woods just yet, though, is the question. As the charge up, there's the flash forward, and Cuz is going to be able to get the kill. So nicely done there to get something back for the Kwangdong of it all. Maybe it's an Australian thing. It's okay. Canyon is going to crash Shelly towards that top lane. That is going to mean first Torrent Blood does go over to Gen.G. Kwangdong Freecs going to try and punish this though, as Canyon and Chovy trying to get their way out. They know that help was on the way, as now they engage onto the Frost Armor and the Aftershock of Canyon. Means that I don't know whether they want this. Even though the Grasping Maw does come down, True Shot Barrage laid on top, and Canyon just walks it off.
He's just fine. His damage taken stat.
All right, a few buttons going missing as Paze is here. All right, and now we're certifying the Zeri. It is going to be the kill first going over to Sejuani, but then Paze gets 1-0-1 now. Not necessarily end of the world Zeri moment or anything like that, but it's still 5-2.
I'm not going to certify it, but I will say it was a pretty great play from Paze because there's no inherent risk knowing he has cleanse there. He could just go straight on top of Leona, does not care, and now Dudu is alone.
Oh dear, maybe he's a handbag. Grand Entrance does come on through there as Dudu. Still relatively tanky. There's a fair bit of rage here, and does also do. As Keen throws a barrel towards Bulldog, and Bulldog's like, oh, Dudu, this is what you've been dealing with. This is annoying. And I think we'd all agree, as now Leaper fighting against Paze, but Paze and Lehens. Grand Entrance does come on through. Paze can't actually close the gap as they're fighting on top of the Cannon Barrage, and there goes Lehens. Really good timing for Cuz.
Yeah, a little bit overzealous there on the ends, but Leaper, Flash and Cleanse, gets out. True Shot Barrage, left me a little
Ezreal with Hextech Soul, yeah, absolutely terrifying. As Gen.G not wanting to give this one up, and they have really infiltrated the enemy backline here. Kwangdong Freecs realizing that they're not exactly in the most comfortable of positions, and Canyon sitting like a sniper, ready to throw out the Glacial Prison. Let's see whether he's found Leaper and Cuz here. He absolutely has. Rocket comes in, and did he last hit him with a Glacial Prison? That's one way to do it. Paze is going to be able to pick up a kill here as well, and Kwangdong Freecs, oh no! The House of Cards is just toppling! Lehens even picks up a kill with a Q. It's just weird ways to get kills day here for Gen.G. As Dudu, he's running underneath the inner turret, and it's all falling apart around him.
Yeah, it's a disaster here. Leaper having no summoners after that previous.
As Lehens unable to stop the back there. But still, Gen.G in full control. Baron has just spawned about 15 seconds ago. Hex gates can be employed as Kwangdong Freecs coming back onto the map as Leaper, Arcane Shift now on cooldown. The flash is still down from before, and he's dead again. Andil also going to most likely follow suit as there's a flash forward. Not scared of the cannon barrage anymore is FaZe. Maybe it's just been a while since cannon barrage.
Unfortunately, has just been pushed out of the game twice.
Oh man, we didn't even talk about the certification moment, but I think it happened at some point.
It definitely, it was a slow burn. Now with Baron, I mean, it's a snowball well and truly rolling down the hill at this point.
It really is. And one thing that's happened from today that I'm really happy about is just the fact that the Gangplank floodgates have been opened. You know? And I just want more. I love watching Gangplank play. I think he's fantastic in team fights, in lane. And it's just really fun to watch barrels go boom. There's another one. Speaking of which, Gen.G just going to break open the inhibitor turret on the bottom side of the map. No real fight is breaking out as FaZe and Leaper facing off against one another, but the Baron is going to push Leaper away from this one. Even Dudu not able to move on over because Keen is catching that flank angle. And he can sort of stand here with impunity. Barrel goes on over, but good slice there from Dudu to get himself out of the way. And I think a last-ditch effort is all that's really on the cards here for Kwangdong Freecs, but they can't really do it if the Crocodile's down at half health, and this poke damage that's coming through is kind of nutty. Exactly right, as now Andil, he's going to catch a Glacial Prison. Bulldog's also just taking incidental damage. Andil's going to try and turn it. It doesn't quite work out, though, as the quickness comes in. That's going to clean up the Crocodile, and Lehens takes matters into his own hands. Leaper tries his very best to find a fight, but he's not quite going to get there. The slowdown comes in from Bulldog, but all of his friends are lying down in the dirt.
The only thing left to do at this point is to vote POG Atlas. And that's a tough call. It's one of those games where you're like, man, it's a great game for Lehens. Like, FaZe is actually pretty sick this game. Like, Keen's GP actually kind of on fire. Like, Canyon's early game, his mid-game, his ults are a little bit shaky, but, you know, he's all pretty solid. And
I think maybe
Chovy is laning. I mean, come on.
Is it just a Canyon? Like a if-in-doubt Canyon type moment?
Yeah, I think it is. Like, I'm tired of it. I'm a little bored of Canyon voting. You know, we've been doing it for, like, 4 years.
It used to be that it was the only right vote. Loads of door value, and we do like to adjudicate that.
But, you know, in terms of engage here for the side of Kwangdong Freecs, you're pretty limited. Only 10 CS behind, but still quite significant. This is going to allow Kwangdong Freecs to take this dragon as well. And up on the top side, you know, I mean, things are pretty disastrous, but if they can keep this pressure up bottom, and yeah, this is Corki doing Corki things. Bulldog now can't all in, can't trade back with his ult. Yeah, will definitely die. You just got to keep that pressure on as the
Oh
Corki.
dear.
Uh-oh.
Lehens and FaZe possibly getting punished here as Lehens has to flash. Does manage to get to the wall, but is FaZe going to be okay? Meanwhile, we'll check out the top side as Dudu, he's going to go into the Dominus, but there is the Glacial Prison. Keen lands the Shock Blast, and Canyon tanks the turret just enough. Even the cannon is secured. Something happened bottom lane. They almost...
here. But then the Shock Blast is good from Keen, and that's the end of that. Like, for a moment, you're like, does he live? No, he does not. Keen doesn't miss those, and he's now at 37 CS, back to the lane. He walked back, and Keen is going to get a negative one down there.
In fact, Jonah Strong, I think, is definitely agreeing with you.
Okay, here comes Canyon again. Dudu has teleport coming back, so if he dies here, at least he's got that, right?
Yeah, true.
At least he's got that.
We get the little zoom in. There's the precast of the Dominus. The swap positions, that's kind of cute, but look at Canyon. He's tanking this one for about 15 years. There's the flash. Keen will pick up turret aggro, but he is still going to be absolutely fine. Takes another plate.
Both the lead that Keen's going to pick up and also how irrelevant Renekton is going to be for the rest of this game, unfortunately, is TP here to contest. Kwangdong can't even get this.
Max range hook is going to connect there, and look at all of the damage from so far away. FaZe is the one that picks up the kill. They'll take some grubs there as well. They want the 5-stack to start getting these turrets down, and Chase will make short work.
So can get the steal on this cap. Small victory, but it's the Renekton that you're picking, feeling like you're going to get an edge in the matchup because it's you know, right now there's just no good news, unfortunately. Maybe a second dragon. I think Canyon's got other ideas.
Well, let's see what they can find. Cuz not able to land the snare as, okay, Chovy possibly in trouble, or possibly just going to kill 2 people now as Canyon, Winter's Bite is stacked up, is going to be able to throw out the Glacial Prison, secures the Drake there as well. Some knockups coming in, but oh my goodness, they're in a blender. They managed to take down the Nautilus, though, as now FaZe has been separated, and Kwangdong Freecs, oh, Keen wasn't there.
Yeah, he wasn't there.
Oh.
But they still got the dragon. Still got the dragon. You know, no, pay no mind to the dying.
Gen.G got the dragon.
They got the dragon. Lehen's got a huge set of knockups with his ult as well.
Yeah, that's true. And then he died.
Yeah, he was like, sometimes when you're Nautilus, you're thinking, oh man, they're all on top of each other, my ult's going to be so big. But sometimes you need to think about where, if there's any follow-up for that or not. Because in this
lane right here, Chovy has double the farm of what Dudu has. And that's why you can see Dudu taking about 1 trillion damage from Machine proc out of this Corki. As Bulldog is going to be able to skate over the wall. He should be absolutely fine. It's a very long lane. As now Lehen's sidestepping a Winter's Bite. King comes down. And there may need to be a door. There is. Pays looking for that backline. It's now Canyon. How did he manage to find that? As Cuz just going to be sniped off the back end, but is going to survive. Those shields really working out. And both 80 carries grab a kill. That is a real victory for Kwangdong Freecs.
Big error on the side of Gen.G is Cuz just ends up being the taunt button on this one.
All right, well, Dudu is going to try and, I think he was trying to clear out the wave. Oh my, if that rocket landed, he was just dead. And the turret is definitely dead.
Yeah, Dudu really just wants to play the game, but he's playing the game about a way. It's not how you want to be playing Ivern, but they're just so far behind. They can't do anything, and the Jace could just fire Shock Blast kind of blindly towards them when he's the one who's standing on the dragon and they have to walk towards him. It's not a great look, but what they can do is at least Dudu might pick up some money here.
Yep, does manage to get this out of turret. No one's going to be up here in order to stop it. Mikhail's is also done as well.
They do have a lot of great scaling. It's just surviving the next 5 to 8 minutes without a big blunder, and that's easier said than done. Canyon.
Okay, there's the Glacier Prison. Once again, they're going to go for it as the door is up and the door is down. Bulldog now going to have to dash away from Keen. Does successfully make it underneath the turret, but they now don't have their Braum. They've got Daisy. She's going to be able to try and push them away.
But there's not a great flank ward for him. Breaking through this is going to take a lot of bush leapfrogging.
It's going to be a hard commit if they do want to go for this one, as the poke is starting to land as well. There's the teleport. It's pretty late. Let's see whether they can find a team fight, though. Canyon is not the engaged target. Daisy goes down. Chovy going to take that 50 gold and feel very happy about it. As Shock Blast continuing to land. It's another flank angle here as Chovy sees more red dots in the mid lane. And he'll take those down as there's the Glacial Prison. They're on that flank angle once again. It's the Braum. He puts up the door. It's a little bit more value this time around. And now Dudu found the front line, but so did Keen. Just takes down the Ezreal. Undil's going to fall to the skies, says Keen, and takes down his opposite number. And Gen.G, they're going to push them under this outer turret. And that's another team fight win for them on top of the Drake.
On top of the Dragon. And it was clearly a split call from Kwangdong Freecs. They teleported in to watch the Dragon go, and then just kind of hung around because they had to kite out. Canyon finds his opportunity, and he's looking for another one.
He is a bull possessed. His Cuz is very dead. The Killer Instinct set up beautifully, and Pays is going to knock him down. Speaking of things getting knocked down, Chovy dealing with the inner turret here in mid lane. And we are cruising towards about a 7,000 gold lead and the Baron Pit. Both of them. It was just Chovy just standing there with a Gatling gun and they couldn't walk past.
Yeah, he just couldn't get past him, and
oh dear, okay, here's the skate in. Supercharger there from Pays. Can he actually survive? Flashes over the wall is now Keen. Looks to try and get himself out. Lehen's trying to help, but it's not going to work. And that is one Baron down. Kwangdong Freecs able to do that. They might also be able to take this outer turret as well.
Bounty gold.
Yeah, absolutely. The inner turret could be taken also, and that would mean even more bounty gold. As over the wall goes Canyon. Okay, maybe this is a bridge too far, as the hook is going to connect. The quadra knockup from Lehen's, and Endel was tanking the turret the whole time. Okay, inner turret, that's not going to work, but they could take the little pick onto Keen. Turn it into the outer turret. That's okay. Ignore the bottom lane. Ignore that.
Chovy didn't have teleport, so he was like, sorry guys, you're on your own. I'm winning the game over here. That's an inhib turret down.
Well, now he's on a flank angle. As okay, Canyon looking for an opportunity here as the door cannot go multiple directions as Chovy, he's going to get himself out of there. True Shot Barrage does land on top of him as Bulldog's doing his very best. Killer Instinct into the back line. Leap is going to be sniped by Pays, and he's able to take both of them. Canyon to the rescue on top of that as Supercharger's there to avoid Dudu, who is a very big crocodile, and he's not even able to take down Lehen's. Cuz wanted it as well, and he gets the thumbs up. Pays now just going to take down this inhibitor turret, and I think this game is over, Wolf.
I think this game was over moments ago, but you know, it's going to be, the Nexus is now going to officially explode. I love Cuz trying to flash to kill Lehen's because he at least get one more like gimme at the end. No, he doesn't even get that. Doesn't get that. Doesn't get the kill on the Nautilus.
You can feel the desperation in the Kwangdong Freecs in these moments. They know that this game is a far cry from in a good place, and the Nexus is now getting taken down. The one ult that Canyon misses is because his target